rappers and dry snitch blabbers. I'm getting the negativity out of the way. Like the boonies, boondocks, hold it down like 2 cops, 2 shots. 7 more is power like Tupac. Who matured into Courteous Jackson? You can tell the rich eat good when they face get fat. It's like that in the matter of fact. Cause I never hesitate to give credit for the raps. Boom bap, dope to me, but to use crap. They fucks with me because my follow throughs be ASAP. Say that. Hip hop's in jeopardy like Sajak. Bass sound like Payback. Music not Maybach. It's crack.
KILLAHRONH, this is a DRODIAN podcast. If you don't know anything about the DRODIANs, just go to everythingdrodian.com, or if that's too many keystrokes for you, just go to drodians.com. I feel some type of way about this particular show, and this has nothing to do with artists. The artists is they're up there. I'm talking about how this show is going down. One, this is one of the reasons that I have a problem with the show. Two, this is the other reason I have a problem with the show, and I've been giving shameless plugs for no damn reason. But anyway, I'm filming this off of the front view. Now, when I did a testimonial earlier where I said the way that I used to do the eye contact for podcasts and camera work is to point until I cover the whole screen. And that works when you're using the front camera. See, I'm looking at the front camera and I'm giving you full eye contact. When you're using the back camera, that doesn't work. And that's why you need one of these. Recently, the battery died out and it was so laggy. Like, I would see myself like do this, but it would be like almost like 10 seconds late. I'm like, okay, if I'm doing a podcast and I'm trying to make sure that I'm on point with what I'm saying, I can't confirm it because this has me so damn late. This is a screen mirror. What happens is like you connect this to, you basically put this, all you have to do is turn it on, and then you slide down where it says mirror screen, and it'll show IP something, whatever. You just press it, and then whatever is showing on your phone is going to be displayed here. Now what happened is I let this battery die because I was like, okay, maybe because I recently did I did some GIFs and I did some video, some content footage, and I noticed like it was lagging, and I kept getting a notification that the battery was low. So I was okay, maybe that's the reason it's laggy. So let me give it a full charge. I charged this thing so I was up before I got to work, because I get up for work around like earlier than 7, so around like 6:30. I charged this from 6:30, 6:45, whatever. And doing this podcast, what time is it right now? It's 2 a.m. And I try this right now, it doesn't even turn on. Normally it turns on right away. Doesn't even turn on. Hold the power button, doesn't even turn on. Okay, so this is a $30 item. It's supposed to be this greatness. So at the end of the day, I was trying to test it. I was like, okay, it's lagging, but you know what? I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and give it a full charge. I'm gonna show you the name is this. I'm gonna give it a full charge because maybe that's the reason that it's lagging. Because if you want to see yourself in real time, like I see myself in real time on my phone, so I can actually like, okay, no, I know what I'm doing. I know if I'm in frame, you know what I'm saying? And that was the issue that I have with this. Enough of that. Let's get to the show. The track that you heard was produced by an individual by the name of Wheelz, and I talked about him on the previous podcast. This is not going to be your typical show, okay? Your typical, whoever is into hip hop, it's not going to be a typical show. It's going to be different, and you're going to have to really, really pay attention. No disrespect, but you're going to have to really, really pay attention. And I'm doing this because this dude tapped in to me a while back. I actually submitted, I don't know what project it was, but he gave me some insight. He was like, "Yeah, why are you doing all those ad libs?" And then when I listened to it, I was like, "Oh, I'm Wheelz. I'm talking to you." When I was like, "Wait, you're telling me how to do this?" But then I realized something that tapped into the movie that I'm writing. I don't want to talk about that, but that tapped into the movie that I'm writing, and that's what made me put him on a higher level. Like, oh, wait, let me stop and just recognize what he's saying, because he's probably making a lot of sense. And he's like, "Hey, why you got all them ad libs?" And yeah, I do a lot of ad libs. I do a lot of those fillers. We call them sprinkles in the Drodians. It's little sprinkles. Like you do the verse, boom, and then you do the accents, like the huh, but those lines, just to like accent like the end of the bar, and then we call them the sprinkles, the stuff that you put in between the bars. It's like, where you got some of them? I was like, yeah, that's what I do, man. That's just how I've been taught, but a lot of that stuff is not needed. And I see what you're saying, sir. Six wheels. You'll understand them. Let's play the first track before I even talk about anything. It's on Bandcamp, so let's peep it out. First track is, what is the first track? First track is called Thoughts. Oh, I wish I could play. It's not streaming, so I gotta Bandcamp it.
Ooh, it's Six Wheels Entertainment.
I'm the bad news getting bored up. That last feeling any better, we got me charged up. Origin to it, yes I do the feeling. Get familiar, you do the feeling. The better plan, didn't know that them plans. Smiled all the while I got dead to end. Why you mad at the circle of life when my symbol change shine in the light? Did way more than what I've been for. I'm proud of it, did my part in the war. No cheating, then air yourself. What do I bury in the game of checks? Good question, knowing I mad yet. Show me to my own to the cat did. You all welcome me bad, so don't even act. I ain't bad thought, you know where I'm at. Look at it, boy, out dollar with thoughts. Freedom ain't free and we'll be bought. We are your card, none of you take credit. Now you can see where we are headed. Look at it, boy, out dollar with thoughts. Freedom ain't free and we'll be bought. We are your card, none of you take credit. Now you can see where we are headed.
They bought me in 7 to 3, man.
I got work in the morning, I be bitching the meaning.
No more playing, coming your way.
Though you like when I go through an all day your day.
Because it's still do what I live.
It's all bad, let me get a weed set.
I gotta deal with these janky laws.
Baby, you white and that thing too far. Executing me going to Green Mile. It's all good, no breaking my smile. All the while I meditate. Maybe next time I hit the bank. It's all good, y'all gon' let me out. Fed to Jimmy, don't know what I'm about. It's all good, I know somebody watching. All you good thoughts, you don't keep locked in. Look at it, boy, out dollar with thoughts. Freedom ain't free and we'll be bought. We are your card, none of you take credit. Now you can see where we are headed. Look at it, boy, out dollar with thoughts. Freedom ain't free and we'll be bought. We are your card, none of you take credit. Now you can see where we are headed.
Okay. When you're listening to this, listen first. The first thing you have to do is listen to the production, because he is the producer off of this stuff. He's the producer, and that's why I'm trying to ask him, like, where's the beat store? There should be a beat store. I ask everybody that I don't understand why this is such a problem when I'm tapping into people that I know, and this is no shots. I'm just saying, like, this is just my Virgo brain. I'm like, why is there no beat store? Because I realize that, like, okay, everybody needs money, right? Everybody needs money. But why is it that I'm surfing and shopping at other people's beat stores that actually have beat stores? When I'm like, why don't you have a beat store? I would shop at your beat store. I'd rather spend my money in the circle versus just spending it at a beat store of somebody who's like, hey, I like what you did on this track. You should check out my beat store. Okay, I'll check out your beat store. Oh, you happen to have a beat that I like. But I'm pretty sure somebody that I know has a beat that I like, but they don't have a beat store. The exclusive stuff is getting kind of old, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. The exclusive stuff is getting old. It's dope that it's exclusive, but like, people don't respect art the way they're supposed to, and that's why I've been pushing this beat store for everybody for a long time. Just like have a beat store for a lot of your beats. And if you want exclusive stuff, have something on the side as exclusive, but have a beat store for people to go into your shop and peep it out. Shameless plug to Blasto. He has a store where people can go in and purchase his items. Blasto was like he was literally, I want to say it was at Boo Capone's birthday show or some kind of show that he had in LA. Blasto had a table where he was selling his clothing, and I had a table where I was selling my clothing. I think I performed that day. I did perform that day. I performed that day, and I had a table in the back which had my clothing. My lady was manning the whole thing. So I'm trying to say, have a beat store for people to purchase your stuff, and if you want if it's exclusive, then have that as well. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what to tell you. I got a lot to say though before, because this guy, he didn't even take up a lot of our time. He's only giving us 5 tracks, so he's not taking a lot of time. So I'm gonna rush through this. I'm not gonna rush through it. I'm gonna play it. But the next track is called Planet Different.
Ooh, it's Six Wheelz Entertainment.
Blue roses I'm Planet Different. The way they smell like in my garden delicious. Wooded and God promising from the playbook in the wind, and I won't be touchy when they look. Not a lot, but I'm grateful for a few until he prepared that table with a view. Drill with the cup when it over white fitness. I know what he done on the life witness. Testify no objection, no fifth needed. Cages dropped, the blood pleaded. Any weapon formed be born to fail. Say the enemy and shake, oh God, order the bill. When it's sunny sun to give me everlasting. I will one till I see the check of flagging. Waiting for my season street victory. I will one till I see the complete imagery of my creator, the savior in the bright light. I don't got much to catch up to in hindsight.
I'm sorry, H2O is more important. Again, like I said, listen to the production. If you go back to what I said on the previous episode that I did, episode 12, it talks about the mixing and mastering. The mixing and mastering is important. I hear it here. It's a lot of there's a lot of ambient sounds involved. It's not like this, you just never film, because that's not like, it's not like ambient sound. I'll tell you that. So you can really understand it is what I'm saying. Because there's people who say wait, I'm talking about I was saying a lot of jewels in that one, but if it sounds like that, then people are gonna tune out. That's what I was talking about in the previous episode. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I was just saying that's what it is, and that's why I tap into people like Dire Lansky, Too Nasty, Renegade Poetics. He's still mixing a track of mine. This next track is called Good Guy. The Good Guy, if you know about love and hip hop.
But I'm a good guy. Am I really or am I feeling concealing my real intentions in me? Trying to say you, but notice how I pretend that when the car play, I don't got a joke or grin. Oh, feeling inside, maybe I like carnage. Bane to my existence when feeling get tarnished. On I recoup the two beyond my black mask. Cold as a penguin, I got a widow I must ask. How do we come to fade the abomination? We became the same man, low-key waiting. For my doom emotions I free like Victor. My Humpty Dumpty heart thought it's so much bigger. No fault but mine, I find the poison ivy. With 22 that I left behind me. Dead shot, white on final kill stroke. But I was the good guy, that was the real joke.
Alright. Again. That one, there was no prediction on that one. I'm just gonna be honest with you, bro. It's like we gotta listen to it a couple times to really catch it all. But it really taps into this movie that I'm writing, and it's just like crazy. But I don't want to say anything. But I'm gonna have to tap into you, or tap into. How can I say what I'm saying? I'm talking about a person. I'm gonna have to talk to you about that when it comes to that time. Let me take this break real quick, but I want to do a commercial for this, but I'm still kind of annoyed with it. But I'm gonna do a commercial for this. Is this right? Yeah. Wheelz. Right. See, I'm looking right here at the camera. This is different when you got this angle. You gotta look at it that way. Wheelz. This is the one that has that vibration, like it's synced with whatever you're listening to. The bass, pa 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 pa, it bounces. But there's a whole vest that you can put on where it like. So I want to test this on. I guess I can test it with Thrill the Fight if Boxing Underdog is it fucks with me at the time, but it doesn't matter. I'll test it with the single player. But this is one I want to test it with, to actually see how it feels. I used to do this when I was mixing. I put this on this to feel the bass. Like, oh, okay, that's how I feel the bass on it now. I know what I'm mixing and mastering. So I'll do a little commercial with this, and I'll be back.
Meet Woodger.
It makes you want to move.
Our products let you feel sound through haptic feedback. It will forever change the way you experience games, music, movies, and even your wellness and well-being. You're playing a game, every explosion, every encounter, every strike feels like you're right there. Sense the thrill of the roaring engine and the adrenaline in every chase. Put on a VR headset while wearing Woodger, and immersion takes another massive leap. Imagine you're in a rock concert, standing right in front of huge speakers. That oomph you feel in your body, that's what Woodger feels like. Watching a movie, Woodger pulls you right into the scene, guaranteed to raise everything from your pulse to the goosebumps on your skin. Need to relax? Transport yourself into a peaceful, relaxing, and tranquil state of mind. And if you're pounding the pavement, pumping iron, or spinning, Woodger adds a physical dimension to your exercise playlist, which will raise your adrenaline and drive you to higher performance. It's unlike anything out there, and is the perfect gift for yourself or loved ones. So how does it work? Well, sound is air movement that typically spreads as an audible wave of pressure. Headphones deliver that audible part, but you're missing out on the movement. Woodger lets you enjoy both aspects of sound. In less technical terms, the dinosaur in the game is getting closer. You feel every step. The song goes into a killer bass riff. You'll sense every string in your bones. The strap is for the gamer on the go, or the music lover. It has one super powerful patented haptic unit. You can complete the look with stunning interchangeable style sets, or put your skin in the game with the Call of Duty collection, and personalize it with limited edition style sets and armors. The vest is for gaming and VR at home, and for music pros and producers who enjoy 360 degrees of immersion. It's built with 6 haptic units and delivers a crisp stereo sensation. Both products have a built-in analog headphone amplifier and can connect to any mobile phone, PC, game console, or VR headset via an audio jack or low-latency Bluetooth. So, if you want to experience sound with a device that actually makes a difference, get your Woodger now.
we're back. Shameless plug to Halloween H2O. Shameless plug to Halloween Resurrection. Me and the lady are just on we're doing our Halloween or October marathon fest, and Halloween H2O is one. Shameless plug. I think that might be one of my favorite Halloween movies. It's more so it's sentimental in the sense of like my brother Sneak Rothstein, shameless plug, it was his birthday recently. He took me to watch that movie. Like, he took me to watch that movie. Who does that? Who takes you to watch? And my oldest brother, rest in peace, he took me to watch The Matrix. And after he watched The Matrix, when he got out of the movie theater, he looked up at the sky and said, "Morpheus, where are you?" I don't know why he said that, but that's what I remember seeing and hearing. But yeah, Sneak took me to watch this movie, Halloween Show, and then Resurrection is another one. Just people complain about how Michael Myers was punked, right, by Busta Rhymes, because Busta Rhymes is Busta Rhymes. He's not going to allow himself to be bullied or killed in a horror movie because of his legacy. But if you think about it, yes, he kind of bullied Michael Myers, but at the same time, Michael Myers was smart enough to understand that, like, he's actually on my side and helping me do what I need to do, because Busta Rhymes was wearing a Michael Myers mask and scaring people into thinking that he's Michael Myers, and that makes people run and put them in fear to move and act in ways that they normally wouldn't, which will put them in a position to be slain. Mixing board. Okay, I'm just going up. Okay, so there's this thing where there's some people that want to see me and KILLAHRONH do a podcast where we watch movies, and her narration is pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie, it's nothing short of epic, and people want to see that, but I'm just like, I mean, we could do it, but she always wants to be she has her, what can I say? How can I say this? She has her prerequisites. She has prerequisites that must be maintained in order for her to do a podcast. So we gotta figure those things out and then make that happen for you. But I think you will like it. The mixing board, that's funny. Busta Rhymes in the dick. Oh yeah, that's when yeah. Have you seen Resurrection? Okay, so it's that. What else? Stop talking. I just like take notes of everything that she's saying. Stop talking. Yeah, people be talking a lot when they should be running for their life. Next time he comes back stronger. That's true. Game of Thrones, he's mountain death. Oh. Okay, so now it makes sense. Okay, when she says Game of Thrones, he's mountain death, means like if you watch Game of Thrones, you'll know that the mountain killed somebody because they were just talking so much, even though they could have won, but they were talking a lot. He was, what's his name? He's this guy. Deckard and TCM. Now Deckard and TCM is, if you watch Halloween Resurrection, Deckard is the one that's doing the text messaging when he's talking to the girl and telling her he's here and he's here, he's there, etc. That's how they play in TCM, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game. Instead of talking with the walkie-talkie, I feel that's just too easy and it's cheap, and it's not even realistic of how the movies were. But the text messaging was something that happened in a movie, but not Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it happened in Halloween. It's that Deckard, he was text messaging the girl and telling her where Michael Myers was and what he was doing, etc. Last one, coroner doing autopsy, should be daytime. Oh, and in the end, okay, so they brought Michael Myers' burnt body Well, pre-burnt body, not fully burnt like the later episodes. And they brought him to the autopsy. We got a celebrity, and then she was the only person in the autopsy room, and she had to do the autopsy. Yeah, and I said it should have been done today. All right, Woojer, I don't know, you gotta try it. But let's get to this next track. There's only 2 more left. This next one is called Crying Doves.
Ooh, it's Six Wheelz Entertainment.
We were the perfect match, now we burn it in the ash. Digesting the blessing before we detach. Joy you brought with a pepper to my salt. Afraid to get in, it was better than I thought. While holding me down, now too grounded. I'm boiling like Wayne with a new crown is. Tear down what we built, what they said about Wong. Adapted so much, all my thoughts, even my own. Good time pass, your door you know to bypass. The cold, I was bugging. Get away and fly fast. Now with the flu, keeping out in the white tents. Looking for your kids, but I only got the points. Quiet dove, but I in love, we got a new piece. Feeling the buzz, but it's a struggle to release. No attacking, don't want any more question. It was air, but get what, it began our lesson. Quiet dove, but I in love, we got a new piece. Feeling the puzzle, it's a struggle to release. No attacking, I don't want any more question. It was air, but get what, they started our lesson. I take the blame at the cloud, make it wane. Strip my protected wall and make it plain. We will fly together, you were my faithful doing this. Oh, the ding dong song of love on your lips. You not, but to my heart, you wasn't welcome there. Need a new matter, feeling sure was a sudden fear. Too dumb, but what I like before we hit rock bottom. Done and bottom line, the finale wasn't awesome. Dog question, but I didn't love it like hell. So I do to all boy once all that failed. The giant I didn't realize until the demise. Every time I think about you, I hear the cries. Quiet dove, but I in love, we got a new piece. Feeling the buzz, but it's a struggle to release. No attacking, I don't want any more question. It was air, but get what, it began our lesson. Quiet dove, but I in love, we got a new piece. Feeling the puzzle, it's a struggle to release. No attacking, I don't want any more question. It was air, but get what, they started our lesson. Get more at thegeniusiq.com.
No disrespect, I didn't like it at all. I didn't like it at all. But I think maybe if there was lyrics to it, it'll be different. But I just didn't like it, and it had nothing to do with just the obvious. It was just like I just didn't like the beat. The beat was just like kind of dragging. I was like kind of looking at this particular video. I was looking at Sneaker Austin. I guess they're at a Dodger game, and I'm looking at like, okay, I see that he's somebody that people recognize, but why are you? Okay, I guess Linwood, but not many people in Linwood are there. He really had an outfit that made him stand out. And if you're gonna have something that makes you stand out, why don't you make it apply? Like maybe swap the Linwood Lakers thing, because most people, the brains are very simple. So you have a Linwood. It's a Los Angeles Lakers logo, but it says Linwood in the beginning. People's brains on a basic level are just gonna see Lakers. Just like recently, I don't know what it was. But I was playing Boxing Underdog, and I saw somebody posted a video from Boxing Underdog, and it says this hit, right? This hit And when you punch, it shows your damage. But what my brain saw immediately was this shit. I was like, oh, he's talking shit about it. So I was looking at it. I was like, I didn't see anything. And when I looked at the words again, it said the hits. And I was like, oh. So my brain instantly translated to that. But I'm just saying, like, so you're doing this, Sneak Rosting, you're doing this, but you're like kind of like promoting the Lakers without even knowing you're promoting the Lakers, and they're not even paying you. That's one. And then you have like I guess that's the desert camo pants. So that's putting attention on you again. Swap the top logo with something that would benefit you. Maybe if it's not a Drodian logo, maybe a Sneaker Austin logo or something that will be easy for people to be like, okay, what is that? Because I learned this when I was living in Yorba Linda. I used to love going to movies by myself because there was like no line. It was almost like an empty movie theater, so I could watch every movie that I wanted. I used to wear my KILLAHRONH shirt. Shameless plug to this one. This is Hush Puppy, the best fish in Las Vegas. I used to wear a KILLAHRONH shirt when I go there, and this is how I learned about it. This is the first time. The second time I'll tell you. The first time was when I was there. When I left the movie theater, it said KILLAHRONH, and some guy was walking in while I was walking out, but he was walking in with his family, and he was like, KILLAHRONH, and he just walked off. I was like, oh, so that just went into his subconscious and his mental, and maybe he'll look into it, maybe he won't, I don't know. Now I can see it, people checking the stuff. Back then it was like, okay, so that's how it works. People just read stuff off of your shirt. That's like a billboard. It's like, oh, I'm paying for this billboard when I can be a walking billboard. I didn't want to give this away, but it's like at this point I might as well just give it away because people aren't understanding and people aren't really recognizing nothing. And then it was another time when we're at this restaurant called Mimi's. It was with me, my mom, my brother Sneak, and myself. I was wearing a Drodian shirt. Sneak was wearing a Drodian shirt, and my dad was wearing a Drodian shirt. My mom was just being fly. Okay, so then we're there and we're just eating, right? We're sat at a table, and then what happened at the end of our dining is some old guy walked by and he said, "You guys all wearing the same shirt. What does that mean?" And then he looked at, and then my dad says, "Positivity and enlightenment, and you're going to be rich if you like it." I was like, oh, dang. And then the guy was like, "You look like," he pointed at me, "you look like you could be on TV. Are you on TV?" I'm like, "No, I'm not, but thank you for that. Thank you for that push." So at the end of the day, that taught me something about how the psyche works. And again, you're just getting a Drodian jewel right now. You can use it however you want. I've been pushing this jewel to the Drodians forever, but I don't think everybody understood what the heck I was pushing. But that is what it is. That's why you see this. 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 That's why you see it all the time. But enough of that. I tapped into a Wooger. I tapped into that. This, we'll see if it works. If this actually works when I figure it out, I'll think about the vest. The vest is like $350. It's a whole vest where you're like, imagine yourself mixing a beat and you feel the bass on your whole body when you're mixing it. Imagine watching a movie and you feel the whole bass on your body while you're watching it. All right. And this is still available. Tap in, get you one. You know what I'm saying? Oh, get that. Learn something, son. Learn something. It's final track, and then I'm out of here. I tapped into a lot. This last track is called Trick Shot.
Ooh, it's Six Wheelz Entertainment.
I did to my Louis Tiger favorite saint. Marching in and on the dome to know it's trained. Beyond the back, put our sides on the goals. Professors ain't know the main event gon' need the host. Locked out my zone, go ahead and look at the bill. Hustle with whistle, I'm winging up another kill. No bull, there's a black mamba in your midst. King James, this version go end up with another twist. Angle boy, cause y'all didn't listen when I gave y'all the answer. Nothing on the filter when you go and hang up my banner. Said boots, I'm smoking up, no leg drop. Andre and Goliath, I clean them up with the same mop. Twitch try, don't miss it, see how he does it. Mopping the floor with them draining buckets. Bank every time, come on and cash me out. Shit about the party, you better withdraw any doubt. Fade the end of a chin shake or too sweet. Tuned in up the band drumming up your defeat. And peace you like cause you wanted war. You better off at the air when what's it good for? Y'all, I kick quarterback down there your snare. If he gonna beat the man, let he do with some flair. 8 or 4, y'all can't even get the figures. Even the 3 can't make you we consider. You're awesome while y'all bossing with shadows. Y'all two walking with me, I'm John Rambo. No need for glass, just listen to the switch. Before the candle go out, go ahead and make your wish. Switch out, don't miss it, see how he does it. Mopping the floor with them draining buckets. Bank every time, come on and cash me out. Check my deposit, you better withdraw any doubt.
Alright, this is why I say this, man. Again, I was talking about the ghostwriting in the previous show. Ghostwriting. He did that for me. He ghostwrote. And I was like, oh, damn, I like how he flipped that. I like how he did that. Oh, he was like, you get that done? Yeah. I was like, nah, I need some time with it because like the way that he writes, it's like, I never did a ghostwrite song. And that's what I've been working on. I wanted to do a whole album where I reached out to everybody that I know, and this is probably going to get stolen, but I reached out to everybody that I know, and it's going to get stolen because I'm just not like grinding on it. But I reached out to everybody that I know, and I was like, I want you to write a verse or verses possibly for me because I'm doing a ghostwriter album. I'm doing an album where like I perform the verses that other people that I know write for me, so I can do that kind of shameless promotion in the end. And then I started with him. Actually, Dallas Now What is one that's been lacing me heavy. He's been lacing me heavy, and I use it in one of the tracks off of our DRODIAN Now What Volume 2, which should be coming. Actually, no, I'm waiting on this dude named Matt Martyr, to give me the vocals back. And I'm waiting on Wayne G to give me the vocals back. That's like 2 weeks, possibly 2 weeks ago. So we're just waiting on that. And I gotta recognize that I can write and record a verse within 1 to 2 days if it's like that, you know what I'm saying? But I think maybe people are thinking like they gotta be the greatest of all time, so they need all the time. But do they need all the time? I don't know. But I was saying a ghostwriter. I feel like the previous episode, that person should have been a ghostwriter, just to like let people hear what it's supposed to sound like to the ears that they're listening to now. And same with this individual goes by the name of Six Wheelz. I feel like he's a ghostwriter, and he needs to get this to other people who can deliver the message a different way. But that being said, you've heard the whole project. The beats are what you should be looking for. I want to say the first 2. I got to double check the third, but I think the first 2 for sure were beats that were, in my opinion, dope. The other ones were just like kind of like bare, and there was a lot of space for all lyrics. But again, I'm not gonna lie, it's like it takes a lot of listening to really comprehend the lyrics 1000%. And that's why I'm saying it makes me feel some type of way about the movie script that I'm writing. But on that note, I got nothing else until the next project is submitted to me. But I'm gonna tap in with this guy 6 Wheelz, man. I'm gonna got some things to talk about. On that note, that's it. Until next time.